Hey folks, thanks for joining me today. So in today's tutorial, we're going to be painting on an art stone that was created from the molds that I received from the Happy Dotting Company. If you're interested in getting your own set of molds, I urge you to check out the description of this video, and there's a link to the Happy Dotting Company, and you can go there and check out all of the wonderful products that she has. And let me tell you, these things last. So I've had my molds going on probably 5 or 6 years now, and I'm still getting perfect stones out of them when I do my casting. So that's a testament to that. So I'm doing this particular stone painting because, well, let me just ask the question. Have you ever woken up and were ready to take on the day? You had a schedule, you knew what you were going to be doing, and within an hour of that, your entire schedule changes. And everything that you had planned to do that day doesn't even get touched because you're too busy doing all sorts of other stuff. Well, this week I had many days like that. So I am making a crazy hair bird or crazy feather bird. Just a bird who looks like has been um, very stressed out, and feathers are everywhere, and just you know, it really tells the story of what my week has been like. So, and here's the kicker. I'm on vacation this week. So we'll call it a staycation. But because I had so many things planned, nothing got done. I had all sorts of other stuff pop up. So, um, needless to say, it was still enjoyable. This is Friday and it's the end of my vacation. I just have a couple of days left of the weekend and I'm back to the grindstone. But this was how I felt my week went. So I hope you enjoy this little guy. He was really fun to paint, and even though he's a very stressed bird, um, he de-stressed me when I painted him. So Um, so all the colors that I use are listed in the description as well. So I list the brand name and the name of the paint. Now, keep in mind some of my paints are older, so they may not make that color anymore, or at least that name of the color. But I thought, you know what, I might as well just list it because I know you can get conversion charts online that tell you what the brand name and that paint name is, and then it'll tell you what the new paint name is. So there is that option for you. But yeah, I just, the background, after I drew the circle on there, the background is old Parchment, and that's by Delta. Now it's a very old bottle that I have, so Parchment may not be a color anymore. I'm not sure. And then obviously his eyes are black, and I use black and white, which are from DecoArt. And now I'm putting on his, or I just put on his beak and his feet, and that's with Cadmium Orange from DecoArt. And of course, now I'm just using white because he's got very big pupils and very big eyes because it's been a very stressful week for him. So, and I'm just making his beak just a little bit more sharper. And I will outline his beak and his feet out in black when we get to that point. This is just basically getting his main parts done, and now we're just going to go crazy. We're going to go nuts. He's in purple, but I used 3 different colors of purple. So I used Wild Orchid, I used Purple Pizzazz, and I used African Violet. So African Violet is what I'm using right now, and it's because it's the darkest purple that I have. So I wanted to put the dark colors down first and then gradually move my way up through the colors till I got to the lightest one. So as you can see, I'm just swiping my paintbrush anywhere. Just trying to keep in mind of how the feathers would probably lay on his body. I gave him a little wing there on the left, and I just keep doing this. And I go all around his eyes. I end up giving him a bit of a tail, but it kind of, there's his tail, but it kind of gets lost in all of the other swipes that I put on. But the general shape is there, and that's the point. I didn't want him to be, um, I guess, viewed as his shape. I really wanted him to look like he's been frazzled. And I think I really captured that just by doing these little brush strokes. So once I'm finished with the African violet, and one thing I want to make a note of, because I'm just watching my video as I'm talking, and you'll notice that with that African violet, my paintbrush was wet. So as I did each stroke, some were dark and then some were lighter. And I was okay with that. I wanted to leave it that way because it gave it a fourth color of purple that I wasn't planning on. So it worked out really well. So if you do want to do that, just thin your paint out a little bit, and you'll get these almost transparent or translucent colors while you're painting. So now I'm using the African violet, and oh sorry, we just used African violet. Now I'm on to purple pizzazz. Now all these colors that I'm talking about are from DecoArt, but again, everything's listed in the description below, so make sure that you check that out, along with all sorts of other information like links to my Etsy shop, links to my Facebook. There's also some links to the Dotting Center, which is the company that I purchased the dotting tools from that you saw me use earlier for his eyes. So there's that, and I hope that it's still active, but there is a 10% discount if you use my discount code, and that is also listed in the description. So make sure you check out all that really cool stuff. And while you're there, why don't you let me know if you like this video by giving me the thumbs up. And if you're new, thanks for joining. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. And if you don't want to miss anything, make sure you hit that notification bell, because it'll let you know every time I upload a new video. And trust me, I've got a ton coming. I have been so busy this week for being off on my staycation, and I have made a lot of Halloween tutorials. So those will all be coming. I'm going to do the 12 days of Halloween, kind of like how I did the 12 days of Christmas, but it's going to be the 12 days of Halloween. So stay tuned for that, because they will be starting to pop up on your screen any day now. Yeah, there's some really cool ones, some quick and easy ones. I just had so much fun doing it, so I hope you stick around for that. So I'm just still putting on little feathers here and there, and he's getting bigger and bigger and bigger as I do it. But that was my intent. I really wanted him to look really frazzled and really stressed out, but he's still happy. So he knows to just roll with it, like not everything goes the way that you planned, but some things happen out of your control. So you've just got to go with it and make the best of it. And then if you need to, learn from it. Everything happens, and there's always a silver lining to it. There's always something that's positive, and you just gotta find it. And sometimes it's hard, but you know what? If you just take the time to look for it, you'll find it. And it may not be immediate, but it will show its face to let you know what the positive thing is. So trust me, I do it all the time, and it works. I'm the testament. I'll prove it over and over and over again. Every time something bad happens, I look for that goodness and that positivity, and boom, there it is. So even if it's just a simple life lesson, it's still a positive. So make sure you look for that. I'm just using some black here. I'm just outlining his wing a little bit, just to define it. His other wing kind of got lost, so I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just doing some touch up here because my black paint in the toes kind of went out of the lines or created more lines than what I needed. So, and I'm just thinning out his leg here where the black line was a bit too thick. So I'm just going back in with some cadmium orange and just filling that in. So he turned out really good. He really set off exactly what I'm feeling. And yeah, but you know what? It is what it is. So just give him a few little eyebrows to sort of make him look like, oh my gosh, is the week over yet? And yeah, we're going to give him a couple of little white splotches in his eyes there to give him some light reflections. And then we're finished. So I hope you enjoyed it. I let this dry, give it a coat of resin, and it's done. So I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it. And I'm so happy that you were able to join me today and watch this video with me as I create my happy mess of a bird. So there you have it, folks. Life is what you make it. So get creative.